Hello and welcome. Today guys, I'm going to be making for you all some stewed goat. Now if you didn't like goat and you wanted to try chicken or beef or lamb for this recipe, you can, or even turkey. Now I already washed and cut up and prepared the meat. You'd want to wash this in some lime or lemon juice, some distilled white vinegar, or some white flour, all-purpose flour that you use for cooking. So to the goat, I'm going to add salt to taste, black pepper. I'm going to go in with one Maggi tomato cube. This is a chicken cube. Some cayenne pepper. Some oregano. Paprika. And some all-purpose seasoning. And I'm using the Davie brand of all-purpose seasoning. To this I'm going to add in some green seasoning. The recipe for this green seasoning is already on my channel. Here I have scallions, hot pepper and pimento pepper, chopped onions and chopped tomatoes. And I'm just going to grate in 6 cloves of garlic. Next, you just want to give this a mix to combine all of those ingredients. Next, you're going to cover this and keep it in your refrigerator for a minimum of 4 hours. You want all of those seasonings to really get into that goat meat and really flavor that meat. If you were to rush and cook this right away, you're not going to get that true stew flavor from all of the seasonings that we put in there. Okay, after the goat has finished marinating, you're going to put up a pot on medium heat, and to that pot we're going to add in some brown sugar. If you guys had ruku or annatto, that red liquid, you can add some of that to your goat meat so you can give it a really nice red color. All we're going to do now is wait for this to melt. We want the sugar to melt and then it's going to start to caramelize. Now all of the sugar has melted and all we're going to do now is wait for this to start to bubble and it's going to turn a darker brown color. You see how it's bubbling there? And it's turning a darker color. Now you don't want it to get too dark because this will taste burnt. And that's right where I want it to be. So I'm going to add in the goat. Now when I throw in the meat, I don't like turning it right away. I like to leave it there and it's going to caramelize further and it's going to bring more flavor into that meat. After it starts to brown, then we'll turn it so the other pieces can get brown. Okay, after about 5 minutes, I'm going to turn this. Now I'm just going to leave this to cook here until all of the water, all of the liquid in the pot starts to dry out. And this is the process we call bunging down, where you dry out all the liquid in the pot and that creates so much more flavor. So the water in here has started to dry down and you see how the meat itself is starting to stick to the bottom of the pot. That's what's going to create all that flavor in this goat. So once all of the liquid in your pot dries down, we're going to add some hot water to help this goat cook and for this goat to be really tender. Okay, now that the water has dried up in there, I'm going to add some hot water to help this goat cook. Because you know, goat can be quite tough, so you would want to be able to add enough liquid to cover the goat. Or you can put this in your crock pot if you have a crock pot or a slow cooker, and allow it to take its time and allow that goat to get really tender. So I'm just going to drop the heat to medium low and allow this to simmer. The sauce will thicken up and that meat will get very tender. So guys, the goat has been cooking for almost 1 hour. It's nice and tender. So if you like a firmer meat, you cook it less. If you want it really tender, you cook it longer. So I tasted this and I adjusted salt to taste. Now this is ready to serve. You can serve this with rice or roti, or you can serve it with some boiled potatoes and carrots, or some ground provision that you can boil and fry, like my boil and fry cassava that I have on my channel. So if you guys enjoyed today's recipe, please remember to give the video a thumbs up and to share it with your friends. If you're new to my channel and you like what you see, I hope you subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all another day with another one of my recipes. Enjoy!